So the president of Mexico is recognizing Palestine, which is a big deal. It's a huge deal. AMLO's Mexico has officially recognized the state of Palestine, joining most of the world except the West and its offshoots, which are fully committed to the genocidal Israel apartheid project.
Well, it justifies our apartheid project.
Yes. Yes. Mexico fully recognizes Palestine as an independent state, welcomes formal Palestinian embassy. The Spanish-language Twitter account for Palestine, Palestino Hoy, announced on Thursday that the Palestinian delegation in Mexico will now be upgraded from a special delegation to a full embassy after Mexico fully recognized the state of Palestine. The statement announced this measure is undertaken in the spirit of cooperation and friendship between the two countries, which is evidenced in the continuous development of bilateral relations in the bilateral and multilateral sphere since its establishment in 1975. What does that mean? Bilateral, multilateral sphere. I don't know what that means. The Mexican Senate passed a resolution recognizing Palestine as an independent state in last November on the anniversary of the Palestinians' own declaration of independence on November 15th, 1985. They said that they hoped it would contribute to a peaceful resolution of the conflict in the Mideast. The chairman of the Commission on Exterior Relations, Senator Hector Vasconcelos, said at the time, I express my desire to see a free, independent Palestine in full exercise of its rights because the Palestinian-Israeli conflict affects how we conceive of the human rights of peoples, how we conceive of freedom and of being recognized as free persons and not subjects of other nations. Vasconcelos, who is an important intellectual, put his finger on something here, that if Palestinians can be rendered stateless and without any real human rights, that situation detracts from our very notion of human rights. It clearly wouldn't be universal anymore and would be subject to many important exceptions that might render it meaningless. That is, the situation of the Palestinians affects our very concept of what human rights are. And that is why it is so important. President AMLO, who is center-left, has often been critical of the Israeli government and joining calls for the UN for investigations of Israelis' bombing of Gaza in 2021. Many Mexicans sympathize with the colonized Palestinians since they feel the force of U.S. hegemony themselves. Mexico will have gotten enormous pressure from the U.S. State Department not to recognize Palestine. But then Mexicans are used to such pressure, and it often backfires. Mexican thinkers are recognizing Palestine as a path to achieving a two-state solution. The state of Palestine has over 80 embassies around the world. I didn't know that. And 12 in Latin America, including Brazil, Argentina, and so Mexico is joining a consensus here. Western Europe, which mostly has Palestinian missions rather than embassies, is an outlier in global terms. Even then, Sweden has a Palestinian embassy, and so do many former East Bloc countries, including Russia and Ukraine. Isn't that something? Lula was among the first in South America to defy the United States and the genocidal Israeli apartheid regime by recognizing Palestinian statehood. Obama was very angry about that, the scumbag that he is. So that's true.
Didn't Trump make up for it by moving the capital, the embassy to Jerusalem or some contentious thing?
That was considered very hostile.
Yeah, right. It's always some like stupid thing like it was just somebody recognized this or said that. And it's really getting to be a little tiresome.
Little. Hey, everybody, only $10 to go see my new stand-up special, COVID Lies Are Funny, at jimmydore.com. And come see us do a live show. We're going to be in Cohoes, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Bakersfield, California, Baltimore, San Francisco, Huntington Beach, Rosemont, and Chicago, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, and more. We're going to be in New York, Stamford, Connecticut, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, San Diego, everywhere. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all our tickets.